Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about acne-prone skincare routine, and because I have acne-prone skin, and I hope you enjoy it and find my tips and maybe my routine kind of helpful. To me personally, skincare is more of a long-term project, so even though my main concern is acne, I try to focus on making my skin altogether look healthy and glowy. And this is why I do what I do. So it's not going to be one of those videos where you can get rid of acne in 5 days or I don't know, 2 hours. It's more of a routine that you can use day after day and try to find products that work for your skin specifically and then make you feel healthier and look and feel more confident as well. Both the morning and the evening routine start with cleansing. The evening routine starts with double cleansing because you need to break down all the makeup on your face and the sunscreen first, and an oil-based cleanser works really well for that. I would personally recommend a Vanilla & Co. Clean It Zero. I've mentioned it in my previous video of skincare, and I still stand by everything I've said. It is an extremely satisfying cleanser. It is a balm and it melts on your skin into a very satisfying texture, and once you add water to it, it becomes watery and goes away. So if you have oily skin, you don't need to worry about it adding any oil to your skin. It does not, and it is suitable for all skin types. It breaks down makeup and sunscreen beautifully, and your skin will feel very clean. The second cleanser is not for the makeup, it's for your skin specifically, to clean your pores and to get rid of all like everything you get during the day, like sweat, dust, pollution, all of that, to clean your pores out. Right now I'm using the low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser by Cosrx. It's a very popular cleanser at the moment. It has tea tree oil, so it's suitable for acne-prone skin. It is suitable for sensitive skin as well, and the reason people like it is because it's low pH, which means it won't strip your skin of all its oils. The last thing you want in your skin is alcohol, which some cleansers and toners have, because they really dry out your skin, and even though it can feel better than being oily, it really is not. And so I would really recommend a low pH cleanser after your oil cleanser. So if you clean your face with a double cleansing, it will get rid of the excess sebum in your skin, which is one of the main causes for acne. And if your cleanser has some botanical extracts like tea tree oil, it will also soothe the irritation caused by the sun or your acne. In the morning, I would say you don't really need an oil-based cleanser because you don't have any makeup on, and a foam-based cleanser will do a really good job of getting rid of like some excess oils you produce during the night, or break down the skincare you've put on, like maybe some overnight masks or something like that. The next step is toners, both in the morning and in the evening. And in the morning I prefer to use a hydrating toner. For instance, at the moment I'm using Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner, and I really like it. It is very moisturizing. It's deeply hydrating. It both cleanses and soothes your skin. And I think the reason why a lot of people don't think much of toners is because in Western culture, or at least from my understanding and from what I've heard before, is that toners are meant to clean your skin. So you would put a bit on a cotton pad and you would swipe it over your skin to get your makeup off after like a makeup wipe maybe. In Korean skincare, toners are used for hydration, for soothing irritation, for exfoliation. So they're a very important step. And depending on what your skin needs, you can choose a different kind of toner. So I, in the morning, use a hydrating toner. I feel like after I cleanse my skin in the morning, it feels maybe just a little bit dry, and I feel the need to hydrate it very deeply. And what I like about this toner is that it's very suitable for the 7 skin method, which is when you put 2 drops of toner into your hands, you rub them together and then apply to your face by patting until it almost fully absorbs, and then you repeat the process 7 times. So 2 drops of toner in your hands, applying on your skin by patting in until it almost fully absorbs. And if 7 times seems like a little bit too much, maybe not a little bit but a lot, then you can start by doing it 3 times and then 5 and then maybe 7 sometimes. And I can say that it makes such a big difference. Like your skin after the 7 times or even 5 times, it feels so much bouncier, and it feels so much more alive and hydrated and glowy, like this natural healthy glow. So I really like that, and I think this clear toner is really good for hydration. If you don't like the 7 skin method, you don't have to do it, obviously. That's just what I do, and I like it this way. Sometimes I can't be bothered and I don't do it, and I just pat it on twice. In the evening, however, because your skin regenerates itself during the night the best, I use an acidic toner. There are different types. There are BHAs and AHAs. You can read more about them. I will probably put some information in the description box. I'm currently using AHAs, and I have this mandelic acid 5% skin prep water. It's an acidic toner, and what I do is, unlike with the 7 skin method, you cannot apply it many times. You just put it in a cotton pad and you swipe your face, and what it does is it exfoliates the dead skin cells during the night to make your skin less clogged, because the extra sebum and dead skin cells, they are one of the main reasons for acne. There are different types of exfoliation. There's chemical exfoliation, which is via the toner, or there's also physical exfoliation, and I'm sure you're familiar with like scrubs that have small hard particles that like literally rub on your skin and get rid of some stuff on it, like dead skin cells. I also want to try this Pixie Glow Tonic. So if you can't get the mandelic acid, they're kind of similar in their purpose, I guess. They're all both AHAs, and they feel very similar in the skin. I would only say that mandelic acid toner is a little bit, like it has a bit of a medicinal scent to it, unlike the Pixie toner. Yeah, a little bit, but it doesn't bother me personally. I don't mind medicinal smells, and I don't mind tea tree oil smells, stuff like that. So it's genuinely just what you prefer personally. So basically, the science here is that if you exfoliate your skin gently but daily, it will produce less oils and less sebum, which in turn will not clog your pores and produce less acne on your skin, and help with regeneration of maybe acne scars you have or hyperpigmentation. There are a couple extra steps you can try once or twice a week. They're a physical exfoliant, we just talked about chemical exfoliants that you can use daily, but a physical exfoliant is more damaging to your skin because it usually has actual particles that scrub your skin, so don't do too much of that. But the one I use at the moment is the Black Sugar Mask Wash Off Power Scrub by Skinfood, and the reason I like it is because it is both a scrub and a mask, and you can use it in a shower, which, I mean, you usually have to leave it for like 5-10 minutes after you massage your skin, so it takes some time, and in the shower you have some free time, I guess. So the reason why I like it is because it is sugar, so it melts on your skin, especially if you apply it to damp skin or after a toner. It melts and it doesn't damage your skin like any other particles that would be a little bit too harsh. So I would recommend this one. And another extra step you can take would be a clay mask. Clay masks are usually recommended for people with acne-prone skin because they provide a deeper cleansing and they kind of unclog your pores more, and they make your pores look smaller. And overall, I would say that using a clay mask once or twice a week is not a bad idea at all. And they can soothe inflammation caused by acne, which is always a good time. Step number 3 would be a serum, both in the morning and in the evening, or in the morning or in the evening, depending on how you want it. I would definitely recommend Klairs vitamin C drop or any other vitamin C serum by any other brand. I personally use Klairs because I trust Klairs with my life, and I have seen a significant change on my skin while using this serum. I know a lot of people don't like serums because they feel sticky on your skin and they're an extra step, so we're all a bit lazy sometimes, but I would definitely recommend this serum because not only does it brighten your entire complexion and adds to this healthy glow, but it also helps with pigmentation after acne. So I get like dark spots after any acne, even if I don't touch it at all, and it usually bummed me out a lot because they would stay on my skin for like 2 months or 3 months, and it was really unpleasant. But when I started using the serum, they would go away very quickly, like compared to the previous. They would take like a week or 2 and they would be pretty much gone. They would be very pale and then gone. There are, however, a couple cons to using a vitamin C serum. It can feel warm or tingly on your skin, so not a lot of people like the sensation. It can be a little bit sticky. I don't find it with Klairs too much. I think it sinks into your skin pretty well. However, it oxidizes pretty quickly, and what I mean by that is it's supposed to be a transparent color, but once it oxidizes, if you leave the cap off for a couple days, hours, I don't know, I try not to leave it open at all, or if you leave it in somewhere like in a bright space, then it will oxidize, become yellow, and it will not be helpful for your skin at all after that. It might also be harmful after that. So do take care of your vitamin C serum and use a good amount of it. Don't be greedy with it or whatever. Maybe store it in the fridge and then you'll be good. Your skin will be pretty vulnerable after using this serum, so maybe start with a lower percent so that it doesn't cause any irritation. Like the Klairs one is only 5% compared to other brands. It can be like up to 20% vitamin C. And do use sunscreen after you apply this, unless it's the night, obviously, because your skin will be more vulnerable to the sun rays. And actually use sunscreen all the time because your skin deserves it. Step 4 is the spot treatment, which means something you don't apply on the entire face, but you apply only on your acne or night blemishes or acne scars. So I've been through a bunch of spot treatments throughout my life, and currently I have 3 and a secret one that I'm going to talk about later. So for me, I found about 4 different types of spot treatments. Some of them are very harsh, like the drugstore acne treatments. Usually they're with salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide, and both of those things can really dry your skin, not only on the acne itself but around the acne. And if you apply it a lot of time and for a long period of time, it can really damage your skin. It can really dehydrate it to an extent where it becomes flaky and very painful almost, to be honest. And so it happens because there's a very high percentage of those drying products, drying ingredients inside those products, and I would really recommend using them when you're having a really inflamed, maybe acne spot, a pimple, and try to avoid them if you're just having a couple, casual pimples that you can live with. So the other treatments usually look like a stick or a wand, and they have pretty similar ingredients, I would say. They usually focus on tea tree oil. They're very soothing, they're very simple, and they don't irritate your skin at all. Instead, they provide a soothing, calming effect on your skin. To me, they don't feel like they do a lot. I sometimes use them and I just hope for like some placebo effect almost, but they do feel like they get rid of the irritation at least. The other treatment I've been trying out is the Wishtrend Tekka cream. Tekka cream. And what it does, and it usually works best on very irritated skin, on inflammation, and sometimes even on acne that's been already extracted. What it does is it really soothes your skin. So if you have redness somewhere, you can apply it and you will see the redness go away. And what it also does, because it also has centella asiatica, is it strengthens the barrier of your skin, which in turn helps it feel more healthy. It can recover skin damage like acne scars or pigmentation. And the last spot treatment that I've used that I find really nice is the pimple patches. I've personally used two types of pimple patches, the Cosrx ones and the ones by Tony Moly, the AC Control Spot Patch by Tony Lab. And I can say for a fact that these don't do anything, at least for me. Maybe I'm biased, but I do love Claire's Cosrx the most. And when I was using the Cosrx pimple patches, I would apply one onto my skin during the night, because they're kind of much thicker than these ones. These ones are almost transparent, and once I would remove them after the night, like in the morning, I would see such a big difference. The skin would be so much less irritated, the acne or pimple would be much more flat, and you could even see something, the pimple patch extracted from your blemish on it. And so that's like proof and stuff. However, with this pimple patches by Tony Moly, which I would not recommend you use, and I'm only having them right here because I used all of my Cosrx ones before and I haven't ordered them again yet, and I wanted to try a different kind. You put them on, and I guess the only thing they do is they prevent you from scratching your face, which a lot of us are guilty of doing. And the Cosrx ones do it as well, of course, because there's almost like a band-aid, like a tiny plastic thingy on your face. But also, if you're gonna get a pimple patch, go for Cosrx. I'm serious, these ones don't do much. And I personally think that pimple patches are a great solution for a lot of problems with acne. And the last step number 5, is hydration. If you do the 7 skin method with your toner, a hydrating, soothing and moisturizing toner, that you don't really need it, I guess. But if you don't and you like creams more than toners, then I would recommend the Reach Moist Soothing Cream by Claire's. And it's a very basic, like it says here, it's a basic essential. The reason why a lot of skin types produce excess oil and excess sebum is because the skin feels dehydrated. So if you're oily, you think, oh, I need something to remove those oils, I need something drying. Not necessarily. You might actually need hydration and moisturizing. So this is a very simple cream. It has a very comforting feeling, deeply hydrating. It's kind of cool on your skin, and it sinks in pretty well, and it doesn't stay on top of the skin, so it doesn't have this greasy feeling like a lot of moisturizing creams do. So if you need a basic hydrating moisturizing cream to end your routine, then I would recommend this one for sure. One last thing I wanted to mention, and I can't stress this enough, is that everyone who is acne prone needs to use sunscreen. The reason for that is that sun rays really damage our skin, and acne is small wounds, so when the sun gets to the acne, it really damages it more. And also it darkens your pigmentation, so if you have dark spots after acne, if you go into the sun and protect it, they will become darker, and they will be a lot more difficult to work around. It's not just for the summertime, it's actually for all seasons. Sun is always out there, and you really want to help your skin in all ways possible, and sunscreen is very, very important. It will also help your skin age slower, and that's kind of great. And I want to finish this video by saying that I'm not a dermatologist, however I do my research in the skincare, and I'm very invested in skincare and I love it. Do bear in mind, however, that everyone's skin is very different. Even acne prone and combination skin like mine can differ from person to person, and I would recommend you learn what works for your skin and get to know it better. You know what triggers your acne. Is it hormones? Is it food? Is it stress? There are so many different triggers for acne. Do learn which ingredients work best for you. Is it centella? Is it tea tree oil? Is it something else I've not mentioned? Maybe salicylic acid is the only thing that works. The better you know your skin, the easier it will be to treat it. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. And so do your own research as well. I'm still learning how to approach my own skin, and I do like thinking about this as more of a journey and a long-term project instead of just this one miracle solution, because I feel like everything I use makes my skin feel better and healthier, and I would rather have a couple of pimples here and there but just look healthy and glowy instead of just using one harsh thing like benzoyl peroxide and have flaky and healthy and damaged skin. So that's all for today. I hope this helps, and you're free to use the links in my description. Claire's really liked my previous video, so they sent me a couple of their products. This is not a paid promotion or a sponsorship, but I did use their products and I love them, and I love Claire's a lot. So have a good day, have a good skin day, have some confidence in yourself and your skin, and I'll see you next time. There's going to be a part 2 to this video about body acne, because I feel like not a lot of people talk about them, and they're a thing. Bye bye. I'll see you next time.